Hello, my Scentsy family. This is Sarah Snelton, Star Director with Watson Wax, family of teams. Wanted to come on and talk to you guys briefly about the process of becoming a lead consultant or getting yourself unstuck from the title of lead consultant and promoting to star, superstar, or even director. It's all possible and it's all within reach. So I want to go through and kind of break down what that looks like. If you are interested in promoting to lead, that means that you are a certified consultant. So congratulations on your first promotion. Yay! Becoming a certified consultant means that over the course of your time in your Scentsy business, you have sold a lifetime amount of PRV, which is 1,000 or more. So since the day that you enrolled and started your own business, you've since sold 1,000 PRV. In the United States, that means one PRV equals $1, and you've sold 1,000. Hello, congratulations, amazing. So the next step for you would be to then promote to lead, right? So let's talk about what that looks like. In order to become a lead consultant, you need to have personally sold 500 PRV. So again, $1 equals one PRV, so $500 worth of Scentsy before taxes. A fun fact is that in the United States, like here, the average party is $500. So you have one party and then you take into consideration all of your other orders from follow-ups and things like that. Boom, number one's done. You got it, 500 PRV. The next piece, and this is a little tricky, this is what everybody gets so nervous about, is to have one active team member, right? So if you're a certified consultant and you've never had a new member or person join your team, then this is going to be a fundamental piece of moving yourself from the rank of certified to lead consultant. So adding one team member, at least, right? One team member, and that particular team member needs to have sold $200 in a single month. So $200 is our magic number, right, for being an active consultant. You guys can all see that in your workstation. Gives you a little banner at the bottom of the dashboard saying, yay, you're active this month, right, because you've sold 200. So you need to have a team member, and that team member needs to have sold $200. The third piece of this is that collectively, you and your team member or team members need to sell 1,000 GWV. So GWV means group wholesale volume. And what that really looks like is your sales minus commissions that are going to be paid out, okay? So I know the compensation plan can seem a little tricky to people and kind of understanding where, like how that happens and, getting that number. So the magic number really for your 1,000 GWV is in PRV, you and your team member or you and your team members need to have sold $1,334 in Scentsy. So 1334, right? That's the number you're looking for in PRV, and that equates to 1,000 GWV. So obviously, the more team members you have, the easier it is to chip away at that 1,000 GWV. And I know thinking this, it sounds scary, right? You're like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna sell 1,000? Easy peasy, you and one other person. Maybe you in a single month sell $600, $700. You take that $1,000, subtract your personal PRV, right? And divide that number by 75%, so 0.75. And that will give you the amount that you have left that your other person has to sell or your other people have to sell minus one person being active, the 200, right? So I know that may sound a little confusing. If you need help figuring it out, If you're on promotion watch and you need someone to help you break that down and figure out how close you really are, please reach out to myself or your upline director or your sponsor. And any of us will be so more than happy to help you figure that out. I know probably the scariest part of this entire thing is thinking, oh my gosh, I have to add a team member, right? So it is the base, the base of your business, right? So you have your sales, you have your parties, and you have your recruiting. All three of those things are fundamental in running a successful Scentsy business. The real money comes when you are building your team, adding team members, and you guys are all working together. And you instantly start to see those things in your paycheck, right? So that $500 is also a magic number in being paid off of your downline. You get downline bonuses. So the people that are underneath you, you have that $500 there, you're going to be paid off of their sales too. So it's nice to kind of look at it and see what the potential is for building this business and bringing other people along with you on the journey. So just remember that all three of those, sales, recruiting, parties, those are what make you develop habits and build on those habits, consistent habits, and a way for you to increase your paycheck, okay? For those of you that are already a lead and watching this, or a star consultant or a superstar consultant, a director, moving forward, every single next promotion that you have in your heart to achieve, it's rinse and repeat. You have to do the same exact thing that got you to lead in order to get to the next level in your business. So let me see here. I've got a bunch of notes, bunch of notes. I want to specifically talk to you guys about recruiting, okay? So adding people to your team and what that looks like, okay? So a lot of people are like, I can't recruit. I'm not good at it. I don't know how, I this, I that, right? That is all of that hesitancy is a mindset, okay? So you have to be recruiting. You have to be sharing this business opportunity, this business blessing with other people. And in not doing so, it's really not a matter of being scared. It's more than likely that you don't want to. So it's about changing that mindset and moving yourself from a place of where maybe you don't feel worthy. Maybe you don't feel like you would be good at it. Maybe you don't know where to start. But all of that is a mindset and things that can be overcome. But you have to want it to begin with. You have to want to build your business. You have to want to share this blessing with other people in your lives. A lot of people are afraid that adding a new team member may cause you to lose customers. You know, some of your best customers are actually the best people to have join your Scentsy team. They already love it, right? They already share what they get from you, the products that they buy and things like that. They're already a consultant and they just don't even know it yet, right? You just have to get them to take that next step and start their business. Don't be afraid of losing out on a sale. There'll be more sales. There'll be more loyal customers. There'll be people who are going to be there to replenish your customer base, right? And if you're nervous about losing those high spending customers, then you're not partying enough, because you have to, we all start with our core group of people, right, who purchase from us and support our business. But as we bring those people into the fold and on this journey with us, we need to find new customers. And we do that by partying. We do that by selling our stuff, our products. We do that by sharing through social media and creating this desire for people to be a part of what we're a part of, right? So you have to be courageous. You have to stop making it about you and make it about them. You need to look at people and say, man, I think she's struggling, or Maybe it's not financial, right? Maybe it's just for fun. Maybe it's just for freedom to get out of the house. Maybe it's to just make new friends, right? Those are all possibilities. I have been able to do all of those things with my Scentsy business. I have extra income. I have fun. I've made some of my very best friends through Scentsy. And I've been able to just get out of the house if it's dropping off orders or going to a home party or whatever the case might be. It gives me a little bit of freedom, a little bit of mommy time, Sarah time to do what I want without, necessarily having to have my babies in tow. I work this business so that I can be with them. I also work this business so that I can be without them from time to time because it's pretty nice. And I know other people can relate, or if it's just getting away from your husband for the night and you just want to go be with the girls and have some wine and share products that you love, that's all totally fine, right? Scentsy can give anyone in your life any of those opportunities or all of those opportunities. So it's so important for you to be thinking of them and not be thinking of you, right? When you put your arrows out and not in, what does Sarah need? No, now I'm thinking about, what does Jenny need? What does April need? What does Susie need, right? I'm thinking about them and how this business could bless them. I think it's always so interesting when people say that Scentsy's saturated. It's like such an ugly word, and I don't believe it for a second. I really don't. 49% of the world has never even heard of Scentsy, right? I can go 5 houses that way and 5 houses that way on my own block, on the Wax Mama's block, and they don't have Scentsy in their house, right? And it's not because we're saturated. It's not that's not why. They just haven't bought, right? Maybe they haven't heard of it. Maybe they forgot. Whatever the case might be, we are not saturated. That is a lie. And I don't want any of you to ever believe in that. Like, it's just not true. It's not true. If you're telling yourself that people don't need Scentsy or they don't want Scentsy or whatever the case might be, you have to stop doing that because you're lying to yourself, and it just is more a reflection of your lack of interest in growing or stretching or being uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, and I get it. I've been doing this for a really, really long time, like 9+ years, and I'm not quite at 10 yet. And I get it because I've been there and I understand that it's easier to make excuses than to face that fear. But you can't make money on excuses, right? We know that. You cannot make money on excuses. You have to choose. And so for me, I've chosen to share this business blessing and to talk about what it is that I do, what it is that I sell, that I love, and to create a presence where people understand that when they think Sarah, they think Scentsy. And that's super important to me. More importantly is that the people around you deserve this blessing, this business blessing, and the things that it can bring to their lives. I don't want you to opt out for them, right? If you're not going to ask them, somebody else probably will. And then you're going to be like, dang, why didn't I ask her, right? So don't opt out. Don't opt out for yourself, and don't opt out for them. Don't disqualify yourself from the work that you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be sharing Scentsy. You're supposed to be sharing the opportunity, and in not doing so, you're really stealing from yourself. Recruiting has nothing to do with you and everything to do with that person. You want to show them that you see potential in them, that when you think of offering the joint opportunity to someone, that you're thinking of it as a blessing, not a burden, right? And I think that mind shift alone can do so much for people. And it can change your life. It can change their life. As someone who went from working 9 to 5 and 3 jobs, I get it. I get it. And I don't think I could see it before. I couldn't see it at the beginning. I joined this business not even knowing what Scentsy was or how it worked or that it was an MLM or what MLM meant, right? And here I am now so thankful that I had this opportunity and that I said yes. So don't disqualify yourself. Don't disqualify them. Don't opt out because that uncomfortable change can be so, so beautiful for you and for them. Don't be worried about losing your sales. You know what? You might lose some temporary sales. Who cares? Who cares? I have a customer who I have asked multiple times to join Scentsy, multiple times, and she keeps telling me no. She's one of my very best customers. It doesn't mean that that I don't worry, like, oh man, that the thought hasn't crossed my mind. Like, what if I lose her sales though? What's that gonna do to me? It's gonna make me uncomfortable. And that's good because that's when the magic happens. And you just have to remind yourself of that. Those people who are consistently purchasing from you, supporting you, and doing that, at the very least, don't they deserve a discount, right? They deserve to be getting their stuff with money back, 20% back, 25% back in their commission, right? Earning half price items all the time. Don't look at it as it has to be this massive grow an empire, right? It can be that if they want. It can be that if you want, but it doesn't have to be, right? Keep it simple. And remember that there's no scarcity. You're going to find new customers. And you know what? You can afford to lose customers. You can, because they are going to be such an important part of your business. And what better people to add, really? What better people to add to your team than the ones who know the products, that love the products, that use the products? You've heard the phrase, I don't love Scentsy because I sell it. I sell it because I love it, right? So I want you to keep that in your mind and remember that you will find new customers. Scentsy is so special. And once you believe that in your heart of hearts and all of the amazing things that it can do and it has done for so many people, once you believe that, the fear of losing a customer, the fear of someone saying no, the fear of, not having a new customer that's going to replace that person, it all goes away. It goes away. You want to make sure that you're asking everyone, and I mean everyone. If you're having a conversation with someone and it's like, what do you do? Oh, I sell Scentsy. And then they say, oh, I never heard of Scentsy. Oh, well, I would love for you to try it, right? I would love for you to try Scentsy. Let me get you some samples, right? Or you have your very best customer, or even just a customer that orders from you twice a year, right? You want to say to them, like, have you ever thought of doing this? I know, you love this stuff and XYZ. I think you would be great at it. Would you be interested? Share it with everyone. Share it, right? You have to tap into the people who to you are, they're all worthy. They're all worthy of the opportunity, but you have to tap into those people that speak to you, that you connect with, that you know could do a really good job at this, that you know you could help them, right? I don't ever want you guys to think that you're too new to be a consultant or to add a team member, that you don't know enough about the business. You 100% know everything that this person needs to know about starting a business. Sales, recruiting, parties, right? How to use our products. You know those things. And for those of you that are newer consultants, right? So if you're watching this, I said, there's a good possibility that you are like a newer consultant. And it's okay if you have been in the business for 5 years and you're a certified consultant. It's more important that you're watching this and entertaining the possibility that this can happen for you, and it will happen for you. Being a certified consultant, you know what it takes to run your business because you've already sold $1,000 worth of it, right? You don't do that in your sleep, right? I mean, some people do. I don't do 1,000 in my sleep. I have to work at it, right? But I don't want you to think that because you're new, it means that it's not for you, because it's not true. It's not true. In fact, it's a great time for you to bring in someone into your business and on the journey with you, where you can learn and grow together, where you can be attending trainings together and bouncing ideas and questions off each other, and kind of seeing it's good to kind of look at someone and say, like, this is what I'm thinking about doing, or this is how I'm doing it, and gaining a new perspective, right? So I don't want you to think that you're not capable of doing it just because you just started your Scentsy business, or because you've never done it before, right? No matter how long you've been in the business, you've never done it before. So one of my trying to make sure I didn't miss out on any of the little tips and tricks I had here for you. But remember, lead consultant, 500 PRV, one active team member, meaning they've joined, signed up, and have sold $200, and then the 1,000 GWV. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, so to say, on this topic, but I hope that it is beneficial to you all, and that it really opens up the realm of possibility for you to do the things that are uncomfortable, so that way you can make life-changing, drastic, noticeable differences within your business and your paycheck. Now is the time. It's always the time. So if you haven't done it yet, or you're stuck where you're at, do it all over again, right? Do it all over again and just start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count down and send those messages. Send those messages to people and say, hey, you want to get some coffee? I would love to just like sniff fragrances with you, and and share what it is, a little bit about what I'm doing, and maybe see if that's something you're interested in. We're not those other direct sales company where we like cold message people, right? So that's like a big no-no. We don't say, hey, join my team, right? Because that's not personable. And we're better than that. Our arrows are out, and we're looking at them, and we're trying to figure out how this business can bless them. So I hope that this was super helpful for you guys. I'm sorry that it was like one of my longer videos. I just really wanted to make sure that I was touching base on all of those pieces that are super important. So happy recruiting and happy selling. And I'm super proud of you for being here and taking the time to watch this video. Take care.